Mhm. Legends. Is anyone even interested to look at Bitcoin? Right? I watched a little bit of Andy's live stream, and oh my word, everyone just wants their favorite altcoin. What about this one? What about that one? I mean, guys, there are thousands and thousands of altcoins, right? And you can only buy so many. Okay. And right, if you want to put $1 in each, $1 in each altcoin, by all means, knock yourself out. If that is your trading strategy, perhaps not a bad trading strategy, but you have to be selective. You have to pick at the end of the day. You have to cut your losses for the losing ones. You have to add to the winning trades. You know, it's quite a game here, right? To keep your trades managed and successful, taking profits, buying in every month, getting stopped out. But legends, as per the thumbnail, Bitcoin is correcting here to the downside and alts are absolutely exploding here to the upside. I mean, ETH, I saw you guys mentioning ETH on Andy's live stream as well. Absolutely just rampaging here to the upside. Do you guys know for how long I've been watching this trend? Okay. Couple of fake outs, couple of stoppages, right? The trend was there. Then the trend was there first. Okay. Got the breakout. Then the trend was there, then I adjusted the trend to over there. Then we had another fake out. Then I adjusted my trend again this morning. And now eventually we got the breakout here to the upside. So I hope, right? ETH, please, legends. Yes, I'm looking at ETH over here. I hope that you caught the breakout and you're not FOMOing into the trade, because we are approaching some resistance, right? Almost at the daily level, almost at a daily level at $3,378.55, right? Will Ethereum reject miserably and fall to the downside? Or will the daily level give us confirmation of more momentum here to the upside? These daily levels, okay, and weekly levels and point of controls are usually very good decision levels, because depending on the price action that I see forming over here, you could have a rejection, and maybe we form that higher low for continuation back to the upside, giving everyone that has missed the breakout over here another chance to potentially get back into the ETH trade. What I really like over here is that we have now officially changed local market structure on the smaller time frames. You have a high, you have a lower high, you have a lower high and a lower high and a lower high. Okay, but ETH just did not want to break. Legends, I know I'm jumping into Ethereum here at the moment, but I mean, right, we will go through Bitcoin in a moment. When I take a fib here from the low to the high, ETH just, it didn't want to lose the 382. It was just holding on to this level like its life dependent on it. And I told the legends this morning during my update as well, like I want to, at least it would be so nice to get a sweep of the lows and you get acceptance back above for a better entry, stop below the low. And then when we get the breakout, you can already protect your position and you have a free trade to the upside. And we didn't get that leg down. Very frustrating, but I mean, okay, I still applied my D-line strategy. As you guys can see, I had my alarm set. I was ready for this trade. I've been waiting for ETH, okay? This is not a trade that you want to miss. We had to be very patient. I've been talking about ETH the whole week. It's just didn't want to break out. And then all of a sudden, when Bitcoin reaches another all-time high and it starts getting a correction to the downside, the alts just decide to flow and pop here to the upside. And I mean, it all has to do with dominance, right? All has to do with dominance. Why is the alts popping? Well, this could be a sign, okay? This correction could be a sign that people are taking money out of Bitcoin. They are gut full of Bitcoin now and they're playing their favorite altcoins, okay? Money is rotating. This correction tells me money is rotating into altcoins, because when I look at Bitcoin dominance, I mean, need I say more? For those of you that don't know how the system works, okay, let me just take the volume out the way. Volume means nothing on dominance, okay? You don't need the volume. means absolutely nothing, right? Dominance has just been tanking here to the downside. I mean, this is the smaller time frames. Let's go to the higher 1 hour. It's just been tanking. And this shows me people are buying their favorite alts. Money is rotating out of Bitcoin, not into stable coins, but into the altcoin ecosystem. And we can see it on ETH. We can see it on 𝗬𝗍 breaking out. Filecoin breaking out. Spoke about this morning in my Legends update. I said, guys, it's not the beautiful, most looking trend over here, but it looks like it wants to go. Came back for a beautiful retest on the trend, and now it's most probably building up another bull flag that you can trade for a breakout back to the upside. Rune, I mean, guys, I have been waiting patiently for the breakout of Rune, okay? I've been tracking it. I've been talking about it during every single update, adjusting the trend. And finally, okay, I was in a Legends update this morning inside of our Legends Pro community. Okay, this morning when I gave my update, right? This morning, okay, I posted the recording a little bit late, but when I did my live Discord update this morning, I spoke about Filecoin. I spoke about, and I want to share with you guys another trade that one of the legends, we help each other out. We help each other out. While I was doing the live stream in here, okay, right. I just want to see if I can find where I think it was towards the end of the live stream. Anyways, I will show you. I can't remember. Anyways, legends, towards the end of the live stream. And this is what's the beauty about going live inside of Legends Discord community. First link down in the description if you'd like to join our Legends Discord community. One of the members highlighted, I think it was 𝗬𝗍𝗍𝗍, this little guy over here. Right, what an absolute legend. Also roping in the profits here on 𝗬𝗍𝗍. He also took a 𝗬𝗍𝗍 trade. Well done, man. Nailed the entry on the 1 minute time frame. He also highlighted another trade to the legends, 𝗬𝗍. I mean, what a beautiful breakout on 𝗬𝗍. Okay, I took the trade on weeks, got stopped out. Okay? We did some planning this morning, and we were looking at this as, you know, a terrible three-wave structure here to the upside. 1, 2, 3. Okay, where's the fifth wave? We're speculating, okay, number 4 is not allowed to go into number 1. I had my little trend over there tracking this momentum here to the upside, and then we got the breakout, and I said, okay, we have a chance, legends. It's a beautiful 15-minute time frame breakout here to the upside. I'm going to give it an attempt, and I'm going to put my stop loss here below the lows. And then I got stopped out. Okay, it happens, right? It happens. But also, right, you suppose when you play a breakout, you are always actually supposed to put your stop loss below the recent low. Okay, so I was a bit aggressive with the stop loss over there. But nonetheless, you know, you just change your trend. I had my alarm. I saw the SFP here from the lows. I saw the SFP. I was like, hang on, this looks great, right? 𝗬𝗍𝗍𝗍's highlighted this trade inside of our Legends community. That is how we help each other out. I took a FIP from the high to the low to the high, and I saw, oh, we tapped the 1.236, a very common three-wave corrective structure. And this is what I was paying attention to, the three-wave corrective structure. And that little low over there was not allowed to take this low. Otherwise, we would have had a 5-wave corrective structure to the downside. So I was very curious to see what is going to happen over here. And then when we started moving up, I was like, okay, I'm in. Right, I'm in, and currently in some nice profits. I took the trade on weeks, currently enjoying the profits here to the upside. And if you guys would like to trade these amazing tokens, right, getting the momentum here to the upside, currently getting rejected here by the 382, also the pivots, but it has a chance. It has changed market structure. Okay, that is what's important to me, is that yes, I mean, we could get a little bit of a correction here to the downside. Let me just take the scribble here out the way. Okay, what is important to me is that we've claimed this high. So you have a high, you have a lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Okay, now you're starting to change local market structure. That is what's important. You have formed a higher low, right? And now you formed a higher high. So even if price corrects here to the downside, where most people will FOMO out of the trade, okay, you could potentially have another breakout, right? makes another higher low, and then it continues momentum to the upside because you have now changed local market structure. Just like on ETH, we have now changed local market structure. So for now, it looks like momentum can continue to the upside, but not without corrections, okay? Because nothing moves in a straight line, right? Everything moves in waves, okay? So it would be normal, even if you see a parabolic move to the upside, to see a little bit of a correction and then a continuation. And I'm not scared of these pullbacks. If there's a proper consolidation area forming, it builds a beautiful trend, I will add to my position, depending on the price action that I see, okay? Definitely add to this position. But now, for now, I'm going to stay in this trade for a little bit longer. I have already taken profits, okay? I'm going to show you guys now where I took profits because that's what I do as a trader when we tap the 0.5 Fibonacci. Okay, when we tap the 0.5 over here, that is just what I do as a trader. I pay myself, I need to cover my fees, and I don't want to get stopped out with a loss, right? So even if I get stopped out over here because of the profits that I've taken over here, it's a free trade for me. But I'm keeping my stop loss here because I'm not going to protect my position just as yet, because what if, right? What if it does this? It still makes a higher low, stops me out, and then the trade continues without me. So this is why I take a little bit of profits. I can still keep my stop loss where it's supposed to be and continue the momentum here to the upside. Right, so it's all about protecting your cash, managing your risk. Okay, cool, legends. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Let's go through the comments, and remember, if you'd like to come and trade, right, these altcoins with me down in the description of this video that you're watching right now under exchanges. I've got Bluffin. Okay, they also have that insane 10% cash back on the money that you deposit in your features account. They also have that War of the Whales competition running at the moment. This is where you register for that competition, okay, to grab up to $1 million in prizes. It's still running for 20 days. Looks like alt want to pop here to the upside. It's the right time, guys. It's the right time. Okay. And then I've got weeks where I've just placed that trade there on TIA. Okay. $20,000 sign up bonus and low trading fees only by using this link. You only qualify for these low trading fees, which makes a hell of a difference, especially if you play high leverage positions and especially if you want to keep your trades in for longer, okay? Because you get charged per day on the fees. You guys know that, right? The longer you keep your trade open, the more the fees starts accumulating. Ooh, alarms going off here. So you want to take advantage of low fee exchanges, especially if you plan to keep trades open for longer. And Weeks is a great exchange to do that. Bluffin, also a great exchange. I also use Bybit on more of my bigger spot positions, right? And 𝗞𝗍cie, still one of the exchanges with the lowest fees. Right, alarms going off. Mr. XRP. Ooh, I did have a look at XRP. Okay, now that we've gone through the TR trade over here, I saw some of you guys speaking about XRP. Okay, I'm rather just going to go search for it. I've got so many altcoins. XRP, USDT, right? It looks like it wants to go. Why is it not in my list? That is a bit weird. Okay, why is XRP not in my list? Here we go. Oh, because I've got the Bitstamp one over here. Okay, currently XRP is nibbling here at the trend. Can you guys see? Currently nibbling at the trend. It's not any, it's not a lot of people's favorite cup of tea, Mr. XRP. Hey, and a lot of people don't like to day trade XRP. I personally don't like to day trade XRP, but I've had many successful trades on XRP for some odd reason. I don't like to day trade it, but I've had many successful trades on XRP for some reason. Okay, so currently, when you are consolidating against the trend, it could just have that little pop to the upside. Okay, right. But I mean, it has done insane things to the upside already. I mean, who expected in their wildest dreams a $1.2 XRP, right? I don't think anyone expected that. I can just imagine how happy the XRP army is. Okay, right. I'm still not an XRP fan, but I do have a spot bag of XRP, and I've made some quite significant gains so far here to the upside on XRP because I bought XRP on the 5th of August. right? This is where I bought XRP. I added it back to my spot bags right over there. So I'm currently up quite a bit, right? Quite a bit on my XRP bags. So, I mean, XRP, you have not disappointed. 1.3x up so far on my position that I've entered over there. It was a small bag. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't a big bag where I was betting the farm, right? But I do think that it still has potential here to the upside. Right, legends, let's quickly talk about Bitcoin and then we can go through some more altcoins. Let me say hi to the beautiful community, go through some of the comments and see what you guys are up to over here. Mr. Crypto Big Brains, welcome to the live stream. Always appreciate your support. Bata, hi, 𝗬𝗚𝘆𝗽 and Legends. You were the first one to comment. Welcome to the live stream. Frank, good morning, 𝗬𝗚𝘆𝗽 and Legends. What a great morning. Yes, it is nice to wake up to some green price action, especially if you got into some of those trades, because it's not so exciting when you wake up to all these green candles and you've missed the trades. Okay, now you have to sit on your hands and wait. Do not FOMO into trades, guys. If you want to alarms are just going crazy. If you want to FOMO into ETH, for example, over here, you might be buying the top. Don't be silly, right? What if ETH rejects here by the daily level and it does this? Now you're underwater, deep underwater, right? Wait for price to consolidate and give you another opportunity to get in so that you can have great risk management. Don't be silly and FOMO into trades, because I know retail, I can see retail is starting to come back into the market. Okay, don't be retail, because what retail does is they see this. Oh, I missed the trade. Let me buy. Okay, as price falls down, they add to their position. They keep on adding to their position, and then at some point they can't add anymore because they've added the entire account. They've maxed out the leverage, and then they get liquidated, or they. Okay, it does that, right? Stops you out, liquidates their accounts. Big hole, right? Don't be that person, guys. Be patient, because patience rewards, right? I know we are all excited, right? But Bitcoin is dropping, altcoins are pumping. Just please don't FOMO into trades, right? If you have a FOMO strategy that is successful from a good risk management perspective, by all means, okay. Right, Legends, let's go through some more comments over here. Hi, Legends BTC Moon, will we get a nasty correction? Yes, smash the like. On your way in, Nicola. Hi, welcome to the live stream. Popcorn for breakfast. Yes, I mean, I feel like making some popcorn, right? It does feel like it. I think an obvious trade here for me at the moment is using the D-line. I mean, the D-line has not disappointed throughout this entire range so far, okay? So, I mean, guys, just looking at the structure over here, okay, there was just D-line after D-line after D-line after D-line. I can just see all of the D-lines over here. It's just D-line mania over here. There's a break of trend, okay? You enter, you take profits by the highs, stop goes below the lows over here, or where it's supposed to go below the lows over there, might not make the risk to reward worth it. But again, all right, ooh, this was not an easy one, right? That was not an easy one. So let's ignore that one over there. There was another beautiful D-line breakout over there, right? Took the highs. I mean, I just want to show you guys how powerful the D-line strategy is, because the Legends has been playing the D-line strategy like crazy maniacs with great success here to the upside. Breakout, breakout, breakout. And I mean, the recent breakout, this, I mean, Aiden, what a legend. Aiden in one of the coaches inside of our Legends Discord community, providing trading setups, like a crazy maniac, most of them playing out every single time, okay? He was not too comfortable about this trade, but he highlighted and said, Legends, not too comfortable spotting the ABC correction here to the downside in a zigzag, saying, I'm going to attempt a small little position over here, right? If you missed this, you could have had the D-line strategy and played the breakout. If you missed this trade and you missed this trade, guess what? There was another opportunity to get in. You break out, you claim the high, you come back for beautiful retest, bam, to the upside. Okay, now we are where we are, right? There was another D-line over here, right over here, another D-line that I spoke about this morning during my Legends update. I said, guys, I know it looks extremely bullish here to the upside, especially when we tapped the 1.618 over here. When we tapped the 1.618, okay, over here, I said, guys, I know that it looks very toppy, but from a trading perspective, we have to trade with the trend. The trend is your friend until the very end. So maybe, just maybe this breakout is going to be another nice little trade here to the upside where you enter, tight little stop loss, you target the highs, and right, successful trade in the bag. I did see a lot of legends taking this trade this morning during the Legends update. Okay, Mr. Adicha, yes, you've been nailing it. Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for the support. You have just been absolutely smashing the trades there inside of our Legends Discord community. Also, Adicha's birthday today. So, Adicha, I did say happy birthday already, but very happy birthday. May you have many more love, peace, and joy for the rest of the year. Okay. And may you have many, many, many more successful trades and help our community members with the education like you do on a daily basis. Really appreciate the support. Okay, cool, legends. Now we potentially have another D-line strategy. And you might say, it can't be. Not another successful trade to the upside. It can't be. Okay, but we need to apply our trading strategy, because even with this breakout here to the upside, I remember seeing some berry CVD, and I was like, "Ooh, berry CVD doesn't look good, right?" But we still took the high. Nonetheless, the trade played out to perfection. Right, now, legends, what I'm watching over here, okay, it does look like, this could be the end of an impulse, and this looks like an ABC correction here to the downside. The question now is this the low? And what you want to see, if this is the low, okay, in a running flat, where basically the B wave has taken the high and the C wave has not taken the low. So in a normal flat, what you want to see is B takes the high and C takes the low. That's the most common flat corrective structure, okay, where I will be paying attention to this pivot over here. And I'm sure Andy spoke about this as well, but technical analysis is technical analysis at the end of the day. But, right, we were also expecting in this little correction over here, where's my pen? Okay, an A, B, C. It's very common for the C wave to take the lows. And I mean, that was the ideal trade that I was waiting for. But this is why we have the D line, okay? Because you might just get that front run and you can still get into the trade. Okay, so the golden opportunity that I potentially see over here, okay, is that we claim the A point and hopefully even this pivot with momentum here to the downside. And I mean, that would be a better trading setup, okay, where it's a proper A, B, C, and then we continue momentum to the upside to go and claim all-time highs once again, right? If we get front run like we did with this trade over here, not taking the low, ever so slightly, not taking the low, and we've perhaps formed a higher low over here where this is the end of the corrective structure, okay, and C ends over here, we have the D line where there is a chance, okay, there is a chance to go and claim the high once again. Okay, so from a simplicity perspective, legends, I mean, I'm just tracking the momentum, okay, tracking the momentum, right? That's all we can do as traders. If the alarm doesn't go off, you don't do anything. It's as simple as that. Right, Mr. Fast, welcome to the live stream. Apu, I will go and look at a couple of altcoins. Let me go and look. I see a lot of comments for Apu. USDT. Let's see. Is it this one? Yes, this one. Right, let's just load both up here so I don't struggle. Ooh, I mean, when I see little green candles here to the upside, okay, I wanted to say something else, but when I see little green candles to the upside, okay, it's in a no buy zone, right? we don't FOMO, we don't YOLO into trades, we don't catch falling knives unless you have a trading strategy to support it. But I mean, you've now missed the breakout. Okay, what can I say? You've missed the breakout, right? This could potentially be the breakout that's going to claim the high. And yes, I'm not saying it's going to do this. Okay, please don't. It's almost impossible. I think that's the one thing I will say for certain. It's almost impossible to have a straight line to the upside that just continues without stopping. Okay, I've never seen that. Right? You would expect maybe an aggressive move here to the upside, but you would then expect, you know, waves. You would expect waves, right? Waves to the upside. And each retracement provides an opportunity to potentially get into the trade from a day trading perspective. But this breakout over here is now changing market structure. Okay, this is why these breakouts are so important, is because now you've claimed this high, and you are now potentially breaking macro market structure, okay, larger time frame structure, where a retracement, you want to see a higher low and then you continue momentum to the upside. Okay, taking these highs, and I mean Oppo, I'm not sure how you pronounce the name. Is it just op, right? Has the potential to come and claim the highs over here. But as it's pumping, I am not interested, okay? I know you guys want me to have a look at it as it's pumping, but I mean, what can I say, right? You now have to sit in your hands. If you did not play this breakout, not an easy one. Ooh, not an easy breakout at all, okay? Even from a Dline perspective, not an easy breakout. I mean, where did you play the breakout? Okay, over there, very choppy. Did you play the breakout over there? Right, you had to be sniped to get in, so it wasn't a clean breakout for Oppo over here. But I mean, it was definitely in an accumulation phase. Okay, so looking at Oppo here on the daily time frame, ooh, right, we've been. I mean, I do have Oppo here. Let me just go check. Yes, I do have my own version here that I've already done some analysis on. Right, you've broken the trend over there. You've already consolidated. Okay, that's your consolidation or your accumulation phase. Right, if you bought some spot in this zone, you potentially have a great entry. Okay, now you just enjoy the momentum here to the upside. Would be interesting to see what will happen once we tap this diagonal resistance. Maybe a little bit of a rejection once we tap this level over there. Right, interesting. Also take a flip from the high to the low. Obvious areas of resistance. Okay, 50% big resistance zone. Right, 618 also resistance zone, not as strong as the 50% though. It's not as strong as the 50%, but I would say 50% looks like a big rejection zone. 786 confluence with the highs over here. So each level to the upside will potentially give you a cool off and perhaps an opportunity to get into your favorite coin if you haven't gotten into it just as yet. When you start hitting these areas of resistance, you could get a cool off, and then it tries again, and you get a cool off, and then it tries again. You know, you get those little breakouts that you can play. But I mean, it's not really a sexy coin from a day trading perspective. From a spot perspective, great. It looks great. It's getting the pop here to the upside. And I mean, I know that Aiden here in the Legends chat has been talking about optimism for quite some time, if I'm not mistaken. Trading setups, let's check it out. I think I did see 𝗬𝗍 speak about optimism. Mr. 𝗬𝗍, let me just try and find that. You've been busy, right? Was it today? Was it yesterday? First weakness. Andy speaking about that trade that 𝗬𝗍 got into, absolute legend, right? Where was that? A little bit back. Was it under the alt section? I can't remember. But 𝗬𝗍, I know that you spoke about OP, right? I know that you spoke about OP. Where was this? BTC. This was BTC. I mean, you guys can just see this man is an absolute machine when it comes to trading, just highlighting trade after trade after trade, right? It was most probably under the altcoin section. Anyways, I'm not going to go look for it right now. If you'd like to come and join the Legends trading community, first link here down in the description. Okay, that is where you will see the sexy video about me and Andy explaining what the Discord community is all about, right? And we have the free section, we have the pro section where myself and Andy do daily technical analysis, education, and you also have access to Mr. Aditya here in the live chat, right? You have direct access to his trading setups. Okay, so that's basically what I see here on op. Mr. CBM, right? Have you guys seen Mr. CBM's YouTube channel? Let me go back here. Doop, 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 doop. Just zoom out here. Go, go, go. Okay, I have subscribed to his channel. I hope I have. Otherwise, that will be very embarrassing. Right? Go check out Mr. CBM over here. Okay. Mr. Matt providing daily news and his view on the market as a whole, summarizing everything that you need to know about the crypto market in a short 9 to 10 minute video. I really like that his videos are nice, short and powerful, easy to consume. And for those of you that know me, you know that I consume my content on 2x speed so that I can go through double the amount of content in half the time. Or in the same amount of time. Right. Please go check him out. Give him a follow. He's an absolute legend. And I know you have, Matt, you've been calling this, what is it, that chill meme coin here to perfection. And I think if I'm not mistaken, it's already up 10x since you made the call. It's already up 10x. Okay. Right, let's see how that plays out. I didn't buy any of that meme coin, but I mean, for those of you that did get into that trade, I did see some of the legends in the community get into the trade that he suggested and making some insane gains. Go check him out. Absolute legend. Right. Are we getting the breakout? Are we getting the front run over here? Wouldn't surprise me. Excuse me, legends. Lots of phlegm in my throat. Can like to be a lot of phlegm in my throat at the moment. Right. Is this the end of the C wave? And we are now currently breaking out from the trend. Okay. Looks like Bitcoin wants to rock and roll here to the upside. Let's see CVD. Ooh, we do have a little bit of berry CVD, but I mean, it didn't stop this breakout. There was berry CVD with this breakout, and it just rampaged to the upside, claimed the high. Now it's nibbling here at the trend again. It looks like it wants to go. Okay. Cool. What else? Tavern, Rune, please. Yes, I have gone through a little bit of Rune. Okay. Rune has broken out. Sorry, guys. I just need some water. Lots of phlegm in the throat today. Just want to see. Oh, you did post it under the altcoins. I see now, Mr. Aiden, you posted the OP trade under the altcoin section, right? I do see it. When was this? This was today. This was today. Altcoin section. Let's go a little bit up over here. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Mr. Aiden. What an absolute legend. OP is in an uptrend and consolidating, right? He called this before the breakout. He called it before the breakout. Op is shooting up here already, right? So absolute legend. Also PHA, right? I don't want to share too much alpha over here. Let's see. But looking at Rune over here, you guys know from my previous live streams, I have been very, 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 very patient with the Rune breakout, right? It just didn't want to do anything here to the upside. It looks like it wanted to break out, and then it goes smashing down again. And then finally, this morning during my Legends Pro community update, I said, guys, I'm gonna nibble a little bit here at Rune. It looks like it wants to pop. I know Bitcoin looks bearish, it looks toppy, but I'm gonna enter. Right, so I took a small position here on Rune, currently enjoying the profits here to the upside, and I do believe that it has a chance. It does have a chance. Now that you've claimed the highs over here, you are starting to change market structure. So it has the chance to find some upwards momentum and arguably even to come and claim this high, maybe even go beyond, right? But this is the trading setup that I'm watching. That's the trading setup that I'm watching. And I've been patiently, very patiently waiting for Rune to break out. And finally today it made its move. So I'm already inside of that Rune trade. I'm also inside of a Fetch trade. Okay. Also, Mr. Fetch. I called Mr. Fetch, or not, I didn't call. I told the legends this morning I entered over there. That is where I entered Mr. Fetch. Let me see if I still have that. Well, obviously, I still have the trade running. Okay, let me show everyone, because people don't believe me when I say I catch the trades. I did not take this one on weeks. I took this one on 𝗖𝗍cie. There we go. Paste. Let's go. I just want to check my entry over here. My entry was at average entry price 1.2. 1.2. You guys can see that's the swing failure that I played there at the bottom, right? And the reason I played the swing failure here at the bottom is because we swept the liquidity. That's what I love to see. And I often speak about sweeping the liquidity below the lows. Okay. This is what I was waiting for on ETH. Then ETH didn't give me that price action. But I love it when you find the floor. Okay. You're dipping. And then you have that wick down that stops everyone out and it gets acceptance back above. That is where I entered, right? Because I want to catch the breakout, okay, before the breakout, right? Because now it looks like it's breaking a bigger trend here to the upside, which I'm tracking at the moment, and it looks like it wants to punch through. So now I have a position on Fetch that is protected. So I now have a free trade here to the upside. And I'm not planning to add to the position. I entered a reasonably okay position over there, so I'm not planning to add. But also, if you missed the SFP, you could have played this breakout, right? So there was another opportunity to get in. And now it's currently nibbling here at the trend, right? It's nibbling at the trend. But what I would like to see from Mr. Fetch over here is take this high. I want Fetch to take this high, because then you're starting to change market local structure. So Fetch is not as bullish as ETH and Rune for me at the moment, just as yet. Okay. But if it can keep on pumping and pushing through and claim this high, I'm going to say, okay, it's game on, because now you have made a higher high. Okay. Once you make a higher high, you can come back, make a higher low, and continue the momentum. But that is the critical moment. If it's going to start getting acceptance back below the trend over here without claiming this high, I might just take profits and get out of the position, because then you increase the probabilities of coming to take the low, because you haven't changed market structure yet. Very important. Where's my chats? I lost my chats. Oh, here we go. Got you guys back. Right. Yes, smash up the like for the education and the alpha over here. 198 people watching, 57 likes. Okay, the like button is bearish compared to the popcorn effects that we're getting here, the bullish momentum that we're getting here on our favorite alts. Right, let's see if Fetch can successfully break through here and give us, I mean, even this pivot to me would already be the first sign of strength, and we haven't claimed this pivot just as yet. Okay, but at least I know that I'm safe over here because my entry is protected. I have a free trade here to the upside. So it would be nice just to get that little pop, you know, starting to change structure over here, and ideally this high over here. Okay, that would be a real good sign of strength. Okay, I'm stuck in peanut. Are you stuck in a peanut? Does it have any hope of recovery? The meme coins, they can be very, very, very brutal. I actually deleted peanut from my list this morning because I was just like, okay, wait, I still have it, yeah. Or I have a version of peanut over here, Peanut the squirrel. Okay, you entered at 1.83. You are deep underwater, my friend. You are so deep underwater. Not nice. 1.83, round about the zone. Basically, you entered these tops over here and price collapsed on you, and you are already down 31%. I'm not sure if you can leverage trade peanut. I think you can only spot buy it. from a DEX. I'm not even sure if it's available inside of some of the exchanges. It could be. I think it is available in some of the exchanges. I'm not a big fan of meme coin trading, okay, because I know how brutal they can get. The only meme coins that I day trade is Doge. That's the only meme coin that I day trade. Maybe Shiba Inu from time to time. So let's see what is cooking over here. I mean, it did find support here by this order block. Okay, bounced beautifully. It has made a higher low and it's starting to change market structure again. Local market structure. So you have taken this high. So the problem is I'm not sure if price, okay, because no one knows, I'm not sure if price is going to come up to your entry price over here. Because although you're starting to change local market structure over here, you could reject by the trend again. Okay, and then have the breakout or not a breakout at all, right? It's just there's not enough price action for me to do proper technical analysis. So unfortunately, I cannot with confidence tell you whether your entry can be saved, okay, or whether we are still going to get explosion here to the upside. The only thing that I will do from a peanut perspective is I will put an alarm on the trend. If I had to trade this, I will put an alarm on this trend, okay, and you play the breakout, because if the breakout happens, okay, then you know where to put your risk management, okay, and you take the knock on the chin if the trade moves against you. But I mean, these dumps, oh, they are massive, right? These are 22% stop losses. This is why I don't like to trade meme coins, because they are so volatile. The stop losses is so far away that no, it's just not my cup of tea. Okay, but I mean, I don't like to say this, right? You are facing resistance. You have to acknowledge that you are facing resistance. This is what's a little bit concerning for me over here. There is massive underbelly resistance over there. You can see how it has. Mr. Peanut has found support, 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 and now it lost the level. So what it could do is it could retest the support, flip it into resistance, and continue the momentum to the downside. So there's unfortunately no guarantee that you're going to break out here and claim your entry price. Unfortunately not. You need to smash this resistance area and do a RS flip, okay? Or is it a RS? Yeah, RS flip. Flip this resistance back into support. Okay. Just take some water over here. Abraham, hi Devil, can you look at XYO? Okay, I'll go look at that in a moment. Please follow risk management. Yes, Mr. Fast, you couldn't have said that better. Please follow risk management. When you plan a trade, okay, even a spot trade, you need to have an invalidation. Okay, you have to learn this tool. If you do not know this tool, you should not be trading. If you bought Peanut from an investment perspective, it should be a lotto ticket. You should be prepared to lose that money. If you're trading, you must know this tool. If you don't know this tool that I'm showing you right now, you should not be trading. Okay, it's the basics. I mean, it's the basics of trading if you don't know this tool. And there are 3 W's which I coined, right? There is, why am I entering the trade? Where is my invalidation? And where do I plan to take profits? If you cannot tick these 3 boxes, why you are entering, where's your invalidation, and where do you plan to take profits, you do not enter the trade. And sorry, I'm not picking on you. I'm just using this opportunity to educate the rest of the community, because I do see a lot of people don't do this. They just FOMO into trades, and then they deep underwater and they are stressing, sleepless nights. They lose their life savings. It gets ugly. It gets really ugly. Okay. And then you're depressed for 2 weeks. Okay. Your hard-earned cash is down the drain. It's not a nice feeling. I've been there. I know, because I've been there, right? So there's a glimmer of hope, okay? There's a glimmer of hope that you have formed a higher low, okay? You're starting to change market structure over here, but you're facing resistance. So if it can break the resistance and flip it into support and break the trend, I would say, okay, game on. You have a potential to come and claim the highs once again. but unfortunately not guaranteed. Okay, cool. Let's go back into what is dominance doing? Still falling. Oh, dominance is still collapsing here to the downside. ETH is now at the daily level. Did it tap the daily level? Ooh, tap the daily level to, no, almost say to the dollar. Almost tap the daily level over here. I'm very curious to see how ETH is going to react at this daily level, right? If ETH manages to close a high time frame candle, at least a 15-minute, preferably a 1-hour candle above the daily level, we most likely continuing momentum to the upside. If ETH leaves a wick behind, if the candle leaves a wick behind and the body of the candle closes below the daily level, you're most likely going down for either a correction to form a higher low and then continue and try again. But it's not going to look great, right? This is why you don't FOMO into trades. ETH is facing some resistance here to the upside. It hasn't tapped the level just as yet. So I would say maybe it's going to attempt to at least tap the level before it gets the rejection. And I know that my daily level is at the right zone because if I go onto the daily time frames, I use a magnet to snap on my levels because then I know they are exactly where they need to be. If you manually put on your daily levels, you might think that you've missed it and meanwhile you've tapped it because you didn't use your magnet. So that's a trick of the trade. Use your magnet to snap on your levels. We have an open and a close over here. Daily level still not tapped. So I'm very curious to see how ETH is going to react at this level. But it still looks bullish here to the upside, right? Even if we get a rejection, I think one of two things, okay? It's always one of two things can happen, right? So the bullish signs are there, okay? We have to acknowledge that ETH has changed local market structure to the highs, right? This low, not really local market structure change for me, but it has taken a critical high from a local perspective over here. It's claimed the high. Great. So now you have made a high. So if we get a rejection in the zone, ETH comes down and it maybe finds support by this daily level, okay, you form a higher low and then it tries again to the upside. Everything moves in waves. So based on what I'm seeing here at the moment, I think this is the highest probability that even if you get a rejection here, you're most likely going to make a higher low, never guaranteed, okay, and then continue momentum to the upside. Or it could just punch through, right, depending on the price action that we see here. But I can show you guys, for example, this is the bullish signs that I look for. Look at how ETH smashed this daily level. Just absolutely obliterated. It smashed through this level like a hot knife through butter. No reaction. It closed a high time frame candle above the daily level. And guess what? The momentum continued to the upside. Okay. Right. But yeah, it's currently getting the consolidation. Let's see. Like I said, okay, the altcoins do not respect the daily, weekly, and naked point of controls as well as Bitcoin. So it could now get the without tapping that level, it could get the rejection and start correcting here to the downside. Okay. And maybe then it tries again. And you can play the breakout potentially. Okay, depending on the price action that forms. So you have to be patient now. If you missed the ETH trade, wait, okay? It is going to slow down at some point. It is going to consolidate, and it will most likely give you another opportunity to get into the trade. Okay. Ooh, okay. Bitcoin rejected. So that's now the new trend. Okay. So sometimes the trend, sorry, has not finished forming. I don't know why I have the hiccups over here. Anyways, right. Sometimes the trend has not finished forming. Why this is also a high probability of being a B flat to the upside is that when I take a fib extension from the high to the low, I drag it across, I reverse it. I often speak about this level. This is very common. B flat target levels is we have rejected inside the 1.382 and the 1.236 zone, which is a B flat zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, are we forming a leading diagonal here to the downside in a C wave? Okay, I already have that trend. And expanding. Let's see, it could be a C wave ending in expanding diagonal. Okay, but I mean the level that I'm watching over here is, I just want to take a fib, A, B, C. So we can do it two ways. We can do it like this, reverse it. Okay, 1.618, I mean, that is a beautiful corrective structure. Let me just take this fib out the way, right? When you have an ABC, for those of you that don't know, when you have a local high and it looks like you're forming that ABC corrective structure, the 1.236, where we're currently finding the consolidation, the 1-to-1 extension where we did get the bounce and failed, and the 1.618 is considered the maximum corrective structure target. So if the price continues over here, it claims the A wave because the B claimed the top wave, I will be interested in a long in this zone, depending on how price reacts, because we might just get the bounce over here by the 1.236, because this is also a very common corrective structure target. And you can see how we're getting the reaction there now. Okay. You can see we're getting a reaction. It likes that level. It is a corrective structure target. Okay. But a little bit further down, to me, this is a better one. The 1.618, I mean, I've made many videos about the 1.618, right? An absolutely magic number. I wouldn't mind for price to dip below, grab this low also, and then get acceptance back above. I mean, that to me would be a great long entry. Stop below the low, and then you're most likely going to come break the trend and then continue momentum to the upside, potentially coming to claim this high once again, right? The trend is up, and it's in our best interest to look for longs rather than for shorts. Okay, it's very difficult to short an uptrend. You should be trading with the trend. Right. What else? Was there some news on ETH? I don't know if there was any news. I wouldn't be surprised if there was news on ETH, but I know why the altcoins are popping, because one can then argue, well, there should be news on all the coins, right? Because 𝗖𝗍𝗍 is popping. Filecoin did have a pump, is now dumping to the downside. Rune had a nice little pop to the upside, currently correcting at the moment. Let's not talk about peanut, right? What did OP do? Okay, OP is still pumping it to the upside, so everything is popping to the upside. Okay, and with this little correction now from Bitcoin at the moment, I can understand why the altcoins are taking a little bit of a dump. But I mean, this is the reason. Okay, this is the reason why altcoins are popping. If you're looking for news, this is your reason, right? Money is flowing out of Bitcoin. Money is flowing out of Bitcoin into the alt ecosystem. That's your reason. From a technical perspective, that is. Okay, so almost at the level. Not convinced yet. Wait, let me just make sure that I did put this level exactly, because sometimes, you know, you need to be sniper about these levels. They need to be sniper, right? Let me check this. To the low, to the high. Okay, we did tap the 1.618. Okay, we did tap the 1.618. So are we going to get the bounce? Only time will tell. Right? But this is the zone where you want to see Bitcoin find support if we have any chance of still coming to claim the high. If Bitcoin loses this level, right, it starts falling down, then there's a higher chance that we're making a much deeper correction to the downside. And we can go down as low as $93,000, because when I looked at the liquidity heat map, I saw that there is massive liquidity at $93,000. All right. And that is all down here at the bottom. Right. $93,000 is right here. Okay. Not impossible for Bitcoin to have a flash crash to the downside and then continue momentum to the upside. But you guys can see, okay, how powerful is this 1.618 level, right? Beautiful bounce. Now we're getting a nice little bounce here to the upside. Right. What was there some news on? Okay, I've gone through that. Nags, welcome. VWAP is here, is there too. I didn't look at VWAP. Ooh, also finding support here by the VWAP, right? I mean, I don't like to trade moving averages. It gives me usually a good profit-taking area. I like horizontal levels because boy oh boy, they are powerful, especially on a mature market. Okay, they don't get respected as often on altcoins because of the volatility, the low liquidity, small market caps. They are manipulated a lot easier. But on Bitcoin, the Nasdaq, platinum, gold, silver, even on ETH, the levels are much better respected because of how mature the market is and how large the market cap is, which means it can't be easily manipulated. So it respects technical levels a lot better. Right. Currently getting the bounce. I'm not sure. Mr. Aditya, I would not be surprised if you highlighted this trade. I would not be surprised at all if you highlighted this trade inside of our Legends Discord community. Okay. I mean, 1.618, ABC flat. B takes the high of the impulse. C takes the low of the A wave. Beautiful flat corrective structure. Now what you want to see for this flat corrective structure to be valid is it now needs to continue to the upside. Okay, break the trend. There's another opportunity to potentially get into the trade is breaking the trend. Okay, the reason I think, Legends, if I zoom in here onto the 15-minute time frame and I just look at the structure over here, the reason I think that we could potentially still make another high is based on, let me just take some of these trends out the way. We don't need them anymore. Okay. Switch off the VWAP, just clean up the kitchen over here. The reason I think we could potentially still make another high and maybe then see a deeper correction to the downside is because of this. Okay. In Elliott wave theory, what you would like to see, okay, on a blank piece of paper is when you have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, you want to see the repeat of what happened here at the end of the structure. Because a normal impulse is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But a double 1, 2 needs to have double 4, 5 and double 1, 2. So this looks terribly like a double 1, 2 over here, okay? And this is why I'm saying it has a chance to go and claim the highs, because what if this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, or a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, so it looks like it has the potential to go and claim the high once again. And I mean, it's just a game of probabilities. Nothing is ever guaranteed. We trade with good risk management, never with more than what we can afford to lose. But yeah, this does look like a much better corrective structure, okay, where you have an impulse, and now this is the correction. And from a timing perspective, I'm sure it makes complete sense from a timing perspective as well. Actually, almost at the 1-to-1 extension. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Let's see. Are we forming massive bearish CVD or bullish CVD? What is happening on CVD? Let's do a refresh over here. Okay, we've already taken the low, so I can't use that low anymore. Okay, very neutral at the moment. At least we're not making bearish CVD. That's what I was looking for. If I saw massive bearish CVD with this little momentum here to the upside, I would have said like, oh, okay, Legends, it doesn't look good. But I don't see any bearish CVD just as yet. It still looks very neutral. Okay. Right, so it has a chance here to the upside. Rado, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽, Legend, if it's possible, can we have a look at on 𝗖𝗍𝗆? Yes, why not? Let's go through a couple of altcoins. I mean, this is why everyone's here, right? They just want to see their favorite altcoin. 𝗬𝗍𝘆, why are you talking about Bitcoin? We don't care about Bitcoin at the moment. Just show me my alt. Right? I know how crazy it gets, especially if you start getting nice momentum to the upside on your favorite altcoin. Right? I mean, what can I say? It is just not stopping. For looking at the structure over here, it does really look like it has. Let me just make sure that I'm on the regular. It does look like, you know, this could be, right? This could be the low, because you have a nice bullish impulse. You have a nice correction to the downside. This is potentially that 1. This is the 2, and it's now busy with the third wave. to the upside, which has a common target of the 1.618. And like on Bitcoin, you guys saw how powerful those levels are. If a level has 618 in it, it is a very powerful level. Whether it's a 0.618, a 1.618, a 2.618, the number in front of the 618 doesn't matter. Usually when you hit a 618 number, you get a reaction, okay? Right. So, I mean, say from a spot perspective, looks great, right? It looks like, I think I had a look at this the other day. This really looks like a 1-2, 1-2, and it's about to pop out. It really looks like a double 1-2 over here. 1-2, 1-2. It should not lose that low. At 41 cents, it must not lose that low. As long as 𝗖 does not lose the low at 41, let's say 42 cents, it has the potential to be a double 1-2 to the upside. 1-2, 1-2, 3. Okay, it has the potential, but that is your invalidation. If it takes this low, you're most probably going to come and correct a little bit deeper and then maybe continue momentum back to the upside. We don't know, right? But then we'll analyze it again. From an investment perspective, I mean, it kind of already left the station. Okay, I don't know the fundamentals of 𝗖, but it does look good to have a little bit in your spot bags. Okay, it does have look good. And like I've said before, legends, these third waves that I continuously highlight here to the upside, okay, is not the maximum target, my most bullish target. These targets are really at, and it might look like, when you look at this, like, wow, okay, it looks amazing. Things can get really punchy. And the reason I say that is I don't want you to say that, okay, I cashed out my entire position over here, took profits, and then the price went and did this to the upside. Okay. And then you're upset with me because you took profits in the zone. I'm saying that I'm giving you guys conservative targets because I know that third waves can be very punchy to the upside. Right. And I spoke about this yesterday during my stream, the day before during my stream. When you have a nice wave 1 and you have a valid wave 2, which is a higher low, okay, and it bounced on the 786 maximum target, right, and you're starting to create a third wave here to the upside, okay, these third waves can get really, 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 really punchy to the upside. And only once you see a large consolidation similar in size to this, okay, when it does that, similar in size in time, it needs to be similar in time, because your second wave and your fourth wave are usually similar in time, if not longer. Your fourth wave can even be longer. It can be twice as long, 3 times as long. But once you see this, you know, okay, potentially one more high, and then it's going to start correcting massively to the downside. Okay, but as long as it's pumping, it forms a small consolidation, and it continues, it forms a small consolidation, not similar in size to this. It's most likely still the third wave to the upside. Okay, third waves can get very, very, very punchy. And I like to use the 𝗞𝗍 example. Okay, I did see 𝗞𝗍 is doing amazing things here to the upside at the moment. Okay, here is the perfect example. I love to talk about this. I know I spoke about this yesterday, but I just want to make it clear that I'm giving you guys conservative targets, because look at this first wave. 1, 2, bullish bounce, and look at this third wave. And then when I get a little bit creative over here and I do exactly what I did on 𝗖, I take a trend-based fib from the low to the high to the low. You can see that it just smashed all the 618s. It looked like it didn't care about all of these levels. It just went whoop to the upside to complete its third wave. Okay, and the targets that I'm giving you guys is, yeah, right? Very conservative. And I mean, now on 𝗞𝗍, you have formed a fifth wave. So you had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I mean, this is a massively extended fifth wave here to the upside. You've now had the correction, which is potentially the low for now. And now I need to move, I need to zoom out because, I mean, call me crazy, guys, call me crazy. I just, purely based on technicals, I just have to say, what if this was the first wave of now a bigger structure where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in number 1, you have a correction in number 2, and this is now the third wave of this wave to the upside, okay, that can still go to 3228. And then it has a correction similar in size to this, and then it creates another high. Okay, so 𝗶𝗶 long term, it looks good, right? But I mean, this is not an area that I would buy. You needed to buy over here, right? Because we can still find altcoins that are in this zone. That's the beauty about dominance not going crazy just as yet, is that there are still altcoins that are in this zone. Okay. And if you FOMOing into altcoins that has already done this to the upside, you're exposing yourself to a hell of a lot of risk. Okay. When you buy a coin that's still in accumulation zone, you're exposing yourself to way less risk because the volatility is a lot smaller and people are most likely still buying up the dips. Okay. Until you get that, then you don't buy. Once you see this, you don't buy. If you did not buy here, you do not buy here, right? That's my rule. And the price action here to the upside, okay, there's a saying or theory in Elliott wave theory that states that the third wave always has the most amount of volume, okay, preferably. And you can see in this third wave, most amount of volume was in the third wave. And now look at this third wave, most amount of volume is in the third wave. And you can see even with this move here to the upside, there was always almost no volume, because the third wave always has the most amount of volume. And then when you have a correction and you create a fifth wave to the upside and you see less volume, that is a clue that the top is coming. You need to start taking profits. Okay, so if, for example, okay, the third wave on 𝗶𝗶, for example, does not have to end over here. It can end where it is right now because it has surpassed the 1-to-1 extension. Okay, if this starts to happen, okay, you get a consolidation area that's similar in length, and then you get another high on lower volume, you need to start taking profits. Just saying, okay? Some tips and tricks of the trade from an Elliott wave perspective. What is Bitcoin doing over here? It formed some berry CVD against these pivots on blue. Let's see. No bullish CVD just as yet. No bullish CVD. Right, legends. What is ETH doing? Still consolidating. 𝗬𝗍, still consolidating. What is this? Filecoin. I bought some File again this morning. I do have a spot bag of Filecoin. No financial advice. I added a little bit more to my spot bags this morning when we were trading over here. I bought a little bit more Filecoin, okay, because I have been accumulating Filecoin inside of this zone, and it looks like it's getting ready for something here to the upside, okay? It looks like it's getting ready, so I added a little bit more to my spot bags. It has dragged my entry up, but I'm still inside the accumulation phase, okay? This is what I mean, guys. If I go here onto the daily and I look at the coin like Filecoin, I mean, this is where you want to buy. If you look at 𝗶𝗶, that is absolutely insane. You're buying 𝗶𝗶. If you had this, okay, you don't want to buy there. That's where 𝗶𝗶 is. You want to buy a coin that's showing you this. It's hit the floor. It's consolidating. It looks like a WXY correction. ABC, 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 C. Done. Right? It's consolidating sideways. It looks like it's getting ready. So these are the ones that I'm currently still nibbling on from a spot perspective, because I don't want this to happen and then say, maybe I should add some. No, no. You want to add some over here, right? That is how you prepare for the bull market. You buy coins that are still in accumulation zone and the ones that have not run yet. Okay. Some of them might fail. Some of them you might lose dismally. But if you diversify your portfolio properly, okay, the winning trades will make back any loss, okay, and profits in the bag, because you might not win all of them, right? And this is why it's important to have a diversified portfolio, not just put all of your money into one altcoin. Okay, because one of them might just fail, like what happened with the Luna crash. Okay, everyone remembers the Luna crash. Right. Let's see how this responds. 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽𝗍, may you check Mew? Ooh, another meme coin. Hi, 𝗬𝗍𝘆, please look at Mav. You guys with that coin again. Oh, God. 𝗬𝗍𝘆, please look at that. I see you, Mr. 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗍. I see you. Right. Yesterday, I had a joke about that coin, and then there were some Afrikaans people in the chat, and they got exactly what I said, and I needed to apologize. Right. So I'm not going to say it again today. Right. Let's look at that Mafia coin. Mafia USDT. Right, guys, I do not know the fundamentals of these coins, so please buy and invest and trade at your own risk. Okay, I'm just showing you what I see. Mew, brother, please. Right, I will go through Mew in a moment. Okay, XRP, I've already gone through XRP. Link, I will go have a look at Link. Mew, 𝗬𝗍𝘍𝗽𝗍, I will go and have a look at Mew after this. Okay, promise. Let me just load it up so long so I don't forget. So let's put Mafia in there, yeah, and let's put Mew in here. Okay, so I'll go have a look at both of them. Mew. Is it a cat coin? Am I correct? Is this a cat coin? Let me just add a couple here because just to get some data, right? Let's look at Mafia first. Ooh, that's beautiful. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I mean, what can I say? Love it, right? Some people might look at this coin and say it's dead. There's no ways I'm buying it. I'm going to tell you, oh, this looks good from a technical perspective. It looks great from a technical perspective. Okay. So just want to look at the lock scale here quickly. It has broken trend already. This is what I look for, okay? When you have a long down sloping trend and it's broken, it doesn't matter if it consolidates and it doesn't get the pump immediately. Once it's broken the trend and you start going sideways, that is what I refer to as accumulation zone. Okay, it has found the floor and it's not making lower lows and lower highs. Okay, this is very important for me from a technical perspective. When I decide to nibble at my favorite altcoin, okay, I look for this. Bullish sign number 1 is it has broken trend. Bullish sign number 2, it is going sideways. Okay, and it looks like it has found the floor. And this is still, from a spot perspective, in a great buy zone for me. You want to buy up the dips over here. You really want to buy up the dips. Ooh, stuff breaking out here. You just can't trade all of them, right, legends? I mean, I told the pro community this morning that, you know, I have so many alarms set on so many altcoins, but at the end of the day, you can't trade all of them. Okay, so I got into a couple of trades and my risk appetite is full now. I don't want to take on more risk. So I'm happy with the trades that I've taken. I'm not playing any more breakouts, okay? I'm not that person that has 20 altcoin trades open. I just can't do that, right? It's too difficult for me to manage. But I mean, this actually looks great, right? Potential, you have now formed a higher low over here and you can play that breakout. Okay, so you can zoom into the smaller time frames, put your trend there, and if you did not get in over here and it breaks out successfully, especially when it claims these highs, okay, it will look great. And this could be that moment that's going to send it yet to the upside. From a bearish case perspective, okay, always have to look at the bearish case. I do like that we've already swept the lows over here, so you might not get this move. But from a bearish case perspective, you want to see that wick down, grabs the liquidity, stops everyone out. Because usually, guys, what the market makers do, when a coin is inside of consolidation zone, often what market makers will do is because they know that people that have a little bit of experience will be accumulating inside of here. And the people that don't have a lot of experience will put their stop losses below this low. Okay, because they're buying the dips, they're buying the dips, they're buying the dips, hoping for that breakout to the upside. And then what the market makers do is they said, okay, we're now ready to send it, right? Let's stop everyone out and then send it to the upside. Very often that happens, right? It scares the crap out of everyone, stops everyone out that had their stop losses here. It gets acceptance back inside the range. Bullish sign number one, you could enter with your stop now below the low, and then it's most likely going to continue momentum to the upside. So, I mean, Mafia really looks good. I know someone asked for Mafia yesterday during my live stream, and I forgot to have a look at it. And I'm not sure if it was you, but now you know, right? It's still, ladies and gentlemen, okay, I want to make one point very clear over here. Let's look at, just quickly, let's just look at dominance on the daily time frame, okay? Yes, it's getting a little bit of a correction. This might be the correction. We don't know, okay? Some of the alts are starting to pop, right? But I can tell you guys now, once dominance properly rejects here, it gets acceptance back inside this trend, okay? It loses this trend. Maybe it comes back for and it starts dropping to the downside, okay? It's losing the momentum here to the upside, and it starts correcting. When this is going to play out, and it's not a question of if, it is going to play out. It's just a question of when. It might be now, it can still continue and then do it. We just don't know when it's going to happen, but it is going to happen because each structure corrects itself. Always, okay? It's a guarantee. Each structure corrects itself. You just can't have price action to the upside. You don't have straight lines to the upside, and you don't have straight lines to the downside. Each impulse corrects itself. Impulse corrects itself. Always. That's how price moves. Okay. So this entire move here to the upside, regardless of how high it goes, has to correct itself at some point. And when that correction happens, you will not see this on any altcoin anymore, right? Unless it's dead and it's busy dying, the CEO stole money, there's something really wrong with the fundamentals of the coins. You will not find this. So this is, for me, still a great accumulation zone, because once dominance drops here to the downside, okay, Mafia will most probably be here at the all-time highs, right? And then I'm going to have people inside of the stream, because retail is going to start entering the market, okay? It's going to do this, and then I'm going to have people asking me, oh, can I buy some Mafia? Can I buy some... Oh, I actually have a list over here. Here's some of the coins that I'm keeping an eye on still. PHA, right? 𝗖𝗍cie also spoke about it. Still in accumulation zone. TIA still looks great from an accumulation perspective. Not the best, okay? I don't really like the technicals, but I do love the consolidation area. I do love the consolidation area. It has also broken trend. Okay. Also, OP, it's already popped, right? Manta. I think someone asked for Manta as well. Not beautiful price action, but I do like the accumulation zone, and they are not going to be there forever. Okay. If there's something really fundamentally wrong with the project, yes, you can expect the project to go down, right? But if dominance is going to crash there to the downside, okay, even the shittest of altcoin pumps for some reason, okay, people, did you guys remember during the previous bull cycle, people sold NFTs of rocks for millions of dollars? People sold, what is it? Some of the craziest NFTs for millions and millions of dollars. That just doesn't make any sense. When things become stupid, where you're like, how on earth did someone pay so much money for that stupid thing? You're reaching topping signals, and I haven't seen the stupidity just as yet. I don't see the stupidity as yet that I remember from the previous bull cycle. Things are still fairly normal, okay, fairly normal. Oh, and I see it's breaking out here on the smaller time frames. By the way, what is this? Manta. Someone asked for Manta, I think. It's nibbling at the trend. It looks like it wants to break out. From a day trading perspective, it's just insane to have a stop loss so far, okay? I mean, if you want to play a breakout over here, your stop is supposed to go below the low. That's a 12% stop loss. okay, there's not a trade for me. There are better opportunities, right? But from a spot perspective, you are still inside of accumulation phase. Right, then someone asked for 𝗼. Let's go and have a look at 𝗼. Let me just see if they both have great price action. Let's go to the daily. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to analyze over here. Okay. It's going up, right? It's 𝗼 is 𝗼ing here to the upside, right? What you would like to see is for this low to hold, and maybe it's forming a series of 1 2 1 2 1 2. That low has to hold, and it can get the punch here to the upside. But I mean, I don't have enough data to do proper technical analysis over here. Okay, it's just as simple as that. Some people do ask me to look at their favorite coins that they've invested, the meme coin that's just been launched. And I can tell you, no, as a technical trader, I can't do technical analysis on this, right? As the momentum is up, and as long as the momentum is up, it can still continue here to the upside unless it loses momentum. Okay, trend is up, so it still has a chance to find higher levels. Unless you come down and you lose the trend, then you could come and take the lows. So not much else to say over here. Okay, not a clean, pretty chart. But I mean, it has been respecting the breakouts very nicely. Okay, you have a beautiful breakout. Could have played the breakout over there. You play the breakout over there, and where it is at the moment, not easy, but there was a mini breakout over there that you could have played. Okay, so now you have to wait. If you want to trade this, you have to wait for consolidation to form. Right, that's all I have on 𝗼. Okay, Omni, Link, let's do Link. I remember someone asking about Link. Let's do Link here at the moment. And remember, guys, where's Mr. Link? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, okay, remember, I'm showing you all these beautiful altcoins. I'm showing you the alpha. I'm showing you the targets. I'm helping you prepare for the potential bull market here to the upside for the alts that we love. Go and use the links down in the description, okay? Click on the video. Well, that we love. You are inside the video already. Go down in the description. Click on more. Okay, let me zoom in so everyone can see it. I've got 𝗞𝗆 over here. You'd get that 10% cash back with the money that you deposit in your 𝗞𝗆cie account. You have to keep the money there until the end of November. And whatever amount you've put in there, you will get 10% cash back up to a limit of $400. So if you put $4,000, you will get $400 back, right? And for the first 100 people only, and you can go and trade with that, use it for fees, do whatever you want. You just can't withdraw it. And that's usually how sign-up bonuses works, okay? You can't withdraw the cash, although you get it to trade with. Whether you lose it or whether you make money with it, you can withdraw the profits, okay? But if you lose it, you lose it, right? You don't lose your capital at least. So go and benefit from the 𝗞𝗆 deal. They've also got the War of the Whales competition. And depending on how well you trade, okay, you could stick your fingers in the cookie jar for a prize pool of up to $1 million. And then I'm also really enjoying trading on weeks here at the moment because of the low fees, right? And all you need is an email and a password or a cell phone number to sign up and start trading. Cool, Legends, links down in the description. And for our Legends Pro community, this link over here, right? For the Legends Pro community to come and join myself and Andy, where we do daily technical analysis and where you also get access to Andy's masterclass with how much? $1,000. You get access to Andy's masterclass with $1,000 that he teaches you everything that you need to know about trading, how to apply the different trading strategies. I also need to include some modules in there. I know I need to do that. I need to put my Dline strategy in there, my back to the future and some of the trading strategies that I use that Andy doesn't use, because we all, we're different traders. We have different styles of trading. So that is where you sign up for the Legends Pro community. Okay. Right, Legends, let's get back into the price action over here and look at Link. Okay, I know it looks like a mess. Okay, let me just take this out. Let me just try and clean it up. But I mean, Link is just not stopping. I just want to see what it's doing on the smaller time frames. Okay, I was tracking this breakout and it looks like it broke out. Okay. I'm not too concerned about trading Link at the moment from a day trading perspective because I have quite a large spot bag of Link, which I bought on the 5th of August. So this could now potentially be the breakout, the retest, and then continuation. Okay. So it is in buy zone at the moment, right? Still a pretty fast stop loss because nothing is ever guaranteed in the market, right? That's a 4% stop loss. Quite a big stop loss. So with, times the amount of leverage that you use. But I mean, from a long-term perspective, if you can like to have a spot bag of Link, I think Link is going to do exceptionally well, especially over the next 10 to 20 years. It really is one of those strong fundamental coins, in my view, from my research that I've done. Please do your own research. That I believe Link is one of those tokens that you can hold from an investment perspective for long term. Okay, because from a long term perspective, this is what I see on Link. Okay, I see with my little eye, I spy with my little eye a $1,000 and beyond Link in the coming future. I'm not saying during this cycle. I'm saying in the next 10, 20, 30 years, Link has the potential to come and reach some insane numbers here to the upside. Okay. And I mean, these are conservative targets, right? So from a macro perspective, you have a 1, okay, and this is on the 3-day chart. You have a 2, which is completed. You are now busy with a third wave here to the upside, okay, where you're going to have a bear market again for a 4, and then you're going to have that final push in a 5, right? And then you can have a deeper correction, right? This is where I want to sell my Link, and that's still going to take very long. I don't even have a time here, okay? No time there, right? But this is a long-term portfolio for me. I will take some profits during this cycle here by number 3. I think personally, Link is going to complete this third wave during this cycle. And the thing with these third waves is, okay, you don't know how explosive they're going to be, because now when I start zooming into this structure, okay, let me just want to see where I pulled that FIB from, the low to the high to the low. Just put it back on regular. Okay, sorry guys, I just need to zoom into the structure more conservatively. Is when I look at this, let me just take the scribble here out the way. Okay, when I look at this little mini structure here to the downside, right? This little mini structure over here, okay? 1, 2, which is now the first wave inside of the bigger third wave that I've just shown you. Things can get crazy here to the upside. I do think that it's going to go beyond the 1.618. Okay, I do think that it's going to go to much higher levels. And you know what I've said about the 1.618. You can go to the 2.618, the 3.618, the 4.618, because third waves can get really, really punchy. Okay. So that's basically the technical analysis on Link. I'm very bullish on Link. Obviously, nothing is ever guaranteed in life. Even with any investment, right? Nothing is ever guaranteed, because if something happens to the project team on any project or altcoin that you have in your bag, like Link, for example, the CEO gets hit by a bus, or they have a fight, someone steals money from the company, they lose a big partnership. You have to remember that there are people behind these projects, okay? Like Solana, Rune, Link, Ethereum. There's people behind these projects, and if the people fuck up, that impacts the project. So that is why I do not put all of my money into one coin, because I know behind that coin there are companies and people running it, and from time to time these companies fuck up, and then the project goes bust, like what happened with Luna. Okay, I think that's the clearest example that I can use that we all remember, right? I made insane gains on Luna to the upside and lost it all. Okay, because people get arrogant. They become, yeah, anyways, let me not go into that rigmarole, okay, because it will just get my blood boiling. Right, Phantom broke out of trend. Mr. Phantom, I actually have not looked at Phantom in a while. FTM, Am I just going to have to go and search for it? Here we go. Phantom. Yes, I mean, look at some of these alt. 14% on Vanry, 10% on Pepe. Let's see. Manta 11. Ooh, OP 28% to the upside already. I mean, it's left the station, right? It's left the station. What else is popping here to the upside that's inside my list? OP, I think, is the best performer today. Mr. OP is the best performer today. Absolutely insane. And Mr. Aiden, you called it, right? You kept on saying this whole week, Andy Devil, check OP. Andy Devil, check OP. Andy, I saw you in the live streams saying, guys, look at OP, look at OP, look at OP. Wow. Now you got it, right? OP has now absolutely exploded. Phantom looks great. It really looks great, and it still looks like it's in accumulation phase. What I like about the price action that I see over here is, let me take that flip out, is that it looks like it's done an RS flip. That looks really good, right? You broke through. Okay, let me zoom in. Okay, where's my pen? You had resistance, you broke through, you retested it, and now it is support. So let me make it green. It is now flipped that area into support. Now what it looks like it's attempting to do over here is it broke through resistance again, and it's currently holding it as support. So this is now green. This is now a support box. It's not a resistance box anymore. Okay, so it might not take these lows again. And it looks like it's getting ready. It looks like it's getting ready for an explosion here to the upside. It really looks like it's ready. And I think it has a high chance of coming to claim these highs and beyond. I do think that Phantom is one of those fundamental projects that has a high likelihood in coming to claim the highs. Has a very high likelihood. Okay, please do your own research. No financial advice. You guys get the deal, right? And remember, if you'd like to come and trade these coins are available on Bluffin. They are available on 𝗞𝗍cie. They are available on Weeks, right? The links for the exchanges that I use to do my trading is down in the description. So if you want to buy Mr. Phantom over here, it is available on all the exchanges that I have downstairs in the description. Right, so now curious to see, you guys are saying that there's a breakout. Let's see on the smaller time frames. Yes, I mean, quite obvious, right? Breakout. With low liquidity coins, you often get fake outs, little scam weeks to the upside. Okay, but I mean, the breakout is real, right? You've now changed market structure. You have a low. Okay, wait. Let me start. You have a high, you have a lower high, you have a lower high. Now you have changed market structure. You have created a higher low. You have now created a higher high. So you could potentially create another higher low and continue, or just continue the pump here to the upside, right? Doesn't have to correct and come and retest the trend. It is nice because that gives you another buying opportunity, because a lot of traders, what they do is they sit on their hands. They don't play the breakouts. Okay. Some traders do not play the breakouts. They wait for market structure to change first, like I did on XRP. You wait for, you see the higher low. You're like, okay, that looks good. That is my target. It needs to claim that high, and then I will look for an entry. So now Phantom has claimed the high. Now you have a higher low, you have a higher high. You now can see that market structure locally is starting to turn around. And typically what these traders will do is they will now wait for the retracement and buy over here, because they acknowledge the market structure change. It's a safer way of trading. The downfall about this method is price sometimes leaves without you. The advantage of this method is it's a much safer trade, because a lot of people play the breakouts. Okay, this happens often. You play the breakout, and just before it claims the high, it turns around and it falls back down again, and you have the fake out. So they don't suffer from the fake out effect. Right, INJ, USDT. Let's go. Injective protocol. Ooh, it's rejected by the trend. It has not broken out yet. It has not broken out yet, but I do see a glimmer of hope. I do see one glimmer of hope over here is that you have formed a higher low. I would like to see that high claimed. Like I've just explained to you guys, okay, I would like to see that high claimed, a proper breakout, and then the retest is a better entry for me for continuation to the upside. You have not changed market structure yet. So you could very well reject over here and come and claim the lows, okay, because you haven't changed local market structure here on the 1 hour time frame. So nibbling at the trend, it looks like it wants to go. Okay, it could be building up that little bull flag and then it pops to the upside. Beautiful. Then at least you know, okay, it's a proper breakout. But yeah, it's just, it's rejecting, right? It's rejecting at the moment. It's not breaking out at the moment. I just want to see what it looks like here on the 8 hour time frame. I mean, it does look like it wants to rock and roll. Beautiful breakout. Beautiful breakout. Okay. This just looks like it's getting ready, right? Regardless of that trend or not, you have already broken out. This is a nice solid correction after the impulse. Here you have changed market structure. You've already claimed the high. So this could be that correction that's building up strength, and then pop to the upside, right? And then you're going to be like, why did I not buy over here? So on the larger time frames, it looks amazing. On the smaller time frames, if you're day trading this, you need to be a little bit more patient. Okay. Right, but it looks great from a larger time frame perspective. You had the consolidation, beautiful consolidation area over here. You've already smashed through this trend. You've smashed through this trend. It's consolidating. It's formed a higher high. It's formed a higher low. It looks like, you know, you're changing market structure. Even if it goes sideways for a little bit longer, I do see the potential for the pop over here. Also a beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-wave structure. Could be the end of the correction and it's building up for that third wave here to the upside. Guys, you see, I think a lot of people don't realize how lucky we are to be in the market today, because retail money is only starting. They are only starting and nibbling at and getting back into the market now, because Bitcoin is in price discovery. It's at all-time highs. And right, you can just imagine how crazy things are going to get once most of the altcoins are over here or even higher. When most of the altcoins are over here, okay, you're going to see a massive amount of retail, and I wouldn't be surprised to have double or triple the amount of subscribers on this channel, right? And then we all going to sit there and say, okay, maybe we should start taking some profits, and they are going to start looking for entries. Okay, we are, in my view, in my opinion, I think we are still very lucky to be here right now buying at some of the best levels, where a lot of retail that's coming in later, they're going to buy over here. Right. Could you please take a look at Vault, Inu, Jantra? Please quick check on BTC. I think yes. Let's have a quick check here on BTC. Currently consolidating. It's not losing the level, but it's not finding strength here at the moment for me. Right. But guys, you have to remember now, as long as Bitcoin is chopping, you could still see amazing momentum from your favorite altcoins. As long as it's not doing this. If it's going to do this, it's just going to drag everything down with it. As long as it's chopping, okay, this could mean that money is flowing into the altcoins. Right. So choppiness is great, especially when dominance is dropping. Choppiness is very great. Okay, it looks like dominance is finding a little bit of a bounce here to the upside, and this is maybe why some of the altcoins are correcting, because of this. ETH correcting, okay, because of what I've just shown you. Ooh, let me do that again. Okay, ETH is correcting because of that, right? 𝗖𝗍 correcting because of that. Filecoin, you guys get the deal, right? Altcoins will most likely correct because money is now starting to flow back into Bitcoin. Okay, cool. But I mean, a healthy correction is always a healthy correction, right? As long as you are in a trade that has that's broken local market structure, you should be fine, right? You should be fine. And I mean, we ever so slightly front run the daily level over there, ever so slightly front run it. But I mean, now you're getting that little correction, okay? And for those of the people that FOMO'd into the ETH trade here at the top, they are now stressing their asses off, right? They are now stressing. Oh, God, you know, I can just imagine they are now adding to their position. ETH falls a little bit more, they add to their position. ETH falls a little, they add to the position until there's nothing left to add, right? And then you start increasing leverage to make cash available, okay? And then it moves up your liquidation price. And then before you know it, you've yacht on so much shit that you don't have an account anymore. Okay. Did 𝗖𝗍𝗃 break out on daily or not yet? I don't know why my thing keeps on doing that. Right, let me do that. Well, on the 1 hourly, it looks like it broke out. On the daily, yes, it has broken out on the daily. Okay, so looking at 𝗖𝗍𝗃 on the daily, right, this looks great. You have a nice little structure here to the upside. This looks like it could be the end of the correction. You've broken this trend and you are still grinding against the trend. And as long as you are not getting acceptance back inside this trend, you could get that nice little pop to the upside. So it does look great. Leave it. Leave it. What else? What else? Alarms going off here. Mr. Nia is most probably doing its retest. Okay, with dominance flowing, well, with money flowing back into Bitcoin, I would expect, okay, some retests of trends. I would expect that, right? Bitcoin is falling here to the downside at the moment. Right, let's see if we get an SFP from this pivot low. But I mean, the correction is a little bit deep for my liking. Let me see over here. Okay. I mean, I really wanted the 1.618 level to hold over here. This is considered a maximum retracement area. If we SFP from the low and it gets acceptance back above and it leaves the wick behind, we have a chance, right? Even this two extension over here will still be acceptable. If we go any lower, I'm afraid there's a high chance to come and claim this low. Okay, let's see if we get the bounce by the 2 extension. Okay, we've now swept up the liquidity below this low. Give us a reaction. If we get a reaction over here, and we you know, the buyers need to really step in here at the moment. We've just tapped a level, and if we can leave a wick behind over here, so it needs to be bought up very quickly. Okay, it could be that 5th wave, the final 5th wave here to the downside. It gets bought up aggressively. It closes below, above the 1.618. I would say the bulls still have a chance. I mean, I am on the 5-minute time frame over here, so maybe we need to just jump back onto the 15-minute time frame. Okay. Oof. Oof. We did close that candle, but currently you can see we are getting a reaction over here. Really not an ideal C wave target. You want the C wave to end at the 1.618. I just want to have a look at CVD quickly. What is CVD doing? I just want to look at the larger time frame over here. Okay, there's no bullish CVD. There is nada. No bullish CVD, right? I think the correction is going to continue to the downside. There's just no bullish CVD. Buying pressure is exhausted at the moment. Okay, so this could be the end of the structure over here. What if this is the end of the impulse over here, and we are now going to make a larger correction to the downside, coming to sweep up these lows? Definitely a possibility. There is no bullish CVD against this pivot and this pivot at the moment. Maybe if it finds downwards momentum and starts building up bullish CVD, we have a chance. Okay, but it is getting the reaction at the moment at the 2 extension, but I'm not too convinced. I'm really not too convinced, okay? This 1 hour candle still has 28 minutes left to close. I mean, yes, if it leaves a wick behind, 1 hour time frame is my favorite time frame. If the 1 hour candle leaves a wick behind and it closes above, I would say, okay, we have a chance, right? But for now, it doesn't look great. We already have a 15-minute candle close below the 618. That doesn't look great. Okay, it looks like we might just fall here to the downside. And it's just going to drag all of the breakouts here to the downside as well, okay? Potentially, okay? And this is what could play out. If Bitcoin makes a larger correction here to the downside, and maybe it starts finding support here somewhere, right? It could mean that your favorite alt where you've just played the breakout is also gonna just do a beautiful retest and then continue, right? It's not to say that the altcoin is just gonna go poof, fall to the downside. It's not to say that it will do that, right? So just curious to see how this is going to play out. Rune doing a retest, Injective. Okay, I haven't looked at 𝗖𝗍𝗍𝗍 doing a retest. Alarms going off because I know Rune, you know, we're retesting the trend lines, right? Bitcoin is losing ground. Okay, it's losing ground. It's going to drag everything down with it. Not good. Not good. Right. ETH daily level in Binance is, and its tap. Manta, is ETH daily level in Binance and it's tapped. Yes, the ETH level is in Bybit, or I'm actually analyzing Bybit over here. So if you're saying that it's tapped in Binance, okay, it makes sense why we're getting the rejection. It got front run on Bybit. Right, so it does make sense. Right, legends. Remember, down in the description is the exchanges that I use to buy all of these beautiful altcoins that I'm doing analysis on. You benefit from the lowest trading fees and bigger sign-up bonuses by using the exchange down in the description. It's also your way to support the channel, and it costs you nothing extra. Right, let's go and have a look at ILV. Let's do Mr. ILV, USDT. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Where is it? Okay, nibbling at the trend. Okay, I just want to see, why do I have that trend there? Is it because of lock scale? Yes. Okay, ILV analyzes better. Don't know what I did over there. Right, ILV does analyze better on the logarithmic scale. Sorry guys, I'm yachting on nonsense over here. I do like the liquidity. I mean, it looks great. It really looks great. Okay, this could be building up. ILV could be building up, and it looks like it's ready to pop. You know, and this looks like the first major area of resistance. Okay, and that is a nice move here, still up to around about, you know, 84%. That is an insane move here to the upside. It has broken trend. It's consolidating above the trend. That does look really great. From all the gaming tokens that I love, and from the previous bull cycle, ILV is one of them. I think ILV is going to do well in this cycle. Okay, it looks like it could continue here to the upside. From a spot back perspective, for me, it's still in buy zone from a spot back perspective. Okay, you haven't seen that little pop to the upside just as yet. We haven't seen that yet. If you asked if ILV started doing this, I would have said, okay, well, you've missed it. But it's still in buy zone over here for me from a spot perspective, not leverage trade. Okay, no leverage trade on ILV for me. I just want to see what it looks like on the 1 hour time frame. Ooh, yeah, that's from a day trading perspective. No, it's not pretty, right? I mean, how do you play this breakout? It's the trend just doesn't make sense. Okay, You've got these scam weeks to the upside. It potentially broke the 15 or the 1 hour time frame over here. It's coming back for a retest, maybe continuation. It's just not the prettiest price action on the smaller time frames. Spot, beautiful. Leverage trade, not for me, not my cup of tea. So what is the advantage of registering 𝗞𝗍cie on your referral link? Lower fees? Can you explain? Yes. So by using the links down in the description, okay, you qualify for the biggest sign-up bonuses. So depending on how much money you deposit and start trading, you get the bigger sign-up bonus by completing the activities. And I'm not sure about the fees though. I think you get lower fees as well. But on weeks, I know for a fact, okay, down in the description, on weeks, you only get these trading fees on weeks when you support or when you use this link. Okay, right. So there's definitely a benefit to you by using the links down in the description. If you go and Google these exchanges and sign up by yourself, you will not get the sign-up bonuses or the low trading fees. Okay. Right. Smash up the like, legends. We have 188 people watching the live stream, 127 likes. Not bad. It's actually a good ratio. At least the like button looks like it's becoming a little bit bullish over here. Okay. What is Bitcoin doing? It's struggling. It's struggling. It's like, should I fall? Should I just consolidate? Should I fall? Like Bitcoin is just like, what do I do over here, guys? What do I do? Okay, next level that we have with this dump here to the downside, next level is this little pivot in perfect confluence with a 2.618. I have seen, okay, I have seen C waves go to the 2.618. It is not common, but it does happen. I have seen it on a couple of occasions where a C wave can go to the 2.618 and then it bounces, right? It's not common. It's rare. It happens very seldom. Maybe once every 2 months is when I see something like this. But it is something to take note of because we do have an order block over here that can provide support together with the 2.618. Okay. And what if we get that extended C here to the downside to the 2.618 and then we get the bounce? Right. Just something that we need to pay attention to. But I mean, I just want to look at the structure on the 1 hour time frame. Okay. Let's zoom out a little bit more. 4 hour time frame. Let me take that fib extension out the way just to clean it up. Oof. Legends. I mean, you know, this is what I'm looking at, is to say that this could be the completion of the fifth wave when I look at this entire structure. Okay. This could be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you could make a deeper A, B, C correction to the downside to sweep up the liquidity below all of these lows. Okay. This could be the start of a deeper correction if we do not find support where we are right now. Okay. It could be the start of a deeper correction. We just need to be prepared, right? To come and it's hereby, I mean, to come and claim this low, absolutely insane, right? But I mean, healthy pullbacks in such a strong uptrend, we've just been, you know, we have to acknowledge, legends, we've just been going up like crazy, going up, going up, going up. I mean, this is like one of the deepest retracements that we've had, you know, during this entire move here to the upside. It's just rampaging here to the upside. It would make sense at one point, just get a proper correction and then you can continue. You're still creating higher lows, higher lows. It's still bullish. The question is the moment now? And what I don't like is we don't have any more bully CVD building up. I really don't like that we don't have nada. We don't have any bully CVD. Okay, so this could be the topping point over here, right? We're currently entering the consolidation area that can provide a little bit of a bounce. Okay, we could get a little bit of a bounce over here. Together with a 1.268. Okay, so when I take a fib extension from the high to the low to the high Okay, almost there, 2.618. Wouldn't be surprised to tap the 2.618 and then get a nice little, let's call it a recovery bounce. Okay. Right, legends, smash up the like, hit subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, sharing the technical analysis, the alpha with everyone over here. Unfortunately, this is all I have time for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see if the breakouts on the altcoins can hold. For those of you, especially me as well, that has played the breakouts over here, let's see, okay, with Bitcoin dumping here to the downside, like I said, legends, it's not to say that it's going to do this. It could just be a little consolidation. It comes back, retests the trend, and then it continues back to the upside, okay? We don't know how nasty the correction is going to get here for the price of Bitcoin. But I just want to highlight something else, that you could get a correction that chops to the downside, okay? It doesn't just fall. It chops, get upwards, it chops. And you could still see altcoins explode even when Bitcoin corrects to the downside. You can still see altcoins explode and hold their ground and still continue. It's not to say that Bitcoin is falling, that your altcoin is also just going to crash to the downside. Because I can already see, okay, it looks like ETH wants to consolidate. It looks like it's stopping. So it could be doing this. It chops, and then it continues. Okay. Right, legends, smash up the like on your way out. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. I will see you all in the next one. Cheers for now.